In a situation where your top laner is getting pushed in, but you want to fight for grubs, what is the best situation there knowing the enemy jungler is also looking for grubs? Okay, wait, hold on. There knowing the enemy jungler is also looking for grubs as well. Okay, I think I get what you mean. We have a top laner here that's pushed in. Here's our enemy. And then we'll say the jungler is on their Krugs. The enemy jungler is right here. And then we're on top side. I'm guessing that's what we're saying. We're on top side with it. What's happening in the mid lane? That is one question I have. What's happening in the mid lane? Okay, let's say mid is pushing in lane. So mid is currently still pushing in lane. Got it. So mid's here. They're currently pushing in the mid lane. All right. So if you're the jungler in this situation, in pretty much most circumstances, I would not try to go for the grubs. The grubs are forfeit at this point. If we think about this, if the enemy top laner comes here and the jungler comes here, what are we fighting? We are fighting a 2v1. And if we know anything about League, numbers advantages usually always wins. So we should not try to fight for this. If we are a jungler and grubs are up, most likely Dragon might be up as well. So let's do this. Let us run all the way down towards bot side. So this will happen. This will happen. Mid will get the push. Mid will then be able to help us on this drag. They will get this grubs. And then top lane will be able to push out, and maybe he can TP for a dragon fight. So you can see how all these things start like correlating together, where we can actually do a cross map play. As they're taking grubs, we take dragon, and if anything comes to us with this dragon, we have a TP from the top lane, and we have mid lane being able to support us, even if our bot lane is not able to help us. Kind of. So it really depends on the situation. If our top laner is winning, it does give us a better option to go for grubs. But in the circumstance where our top laner is being pushed in, our top laner cannot leave. He cannot leave until he pushes the wave in. If he does not push the wave in, he's losing CS. We will always be fighting a 2v1, and we will never win this. And we should not be looking for this. We should not be looking for flipping of a coin. Because if our top laner does come here, it's still a 2v2, and it's a flip of a coin. Why are we going for a flipping of coin? Let's go for something more consistent, which is maybe going for drag, cross map play with the drag, because then our top lane can push in. Then he can TP for the fight. Our mid laner will be pushed in, and then we can go for dragon. Try to look for other options that we have. Let's say dragon is not even up either. Let's still do this. This is actually going to be really weird. It might sound a lot stupider to do, but let's just walk all the way into their bot side. Because think about this. If the enemy is taking grubs, that means that they cleared from bot side to top side. And what does that mean about their weak side camps? Their weak side camps are probably respawning. So we can take these for free, because as he's busy taking this, we're taking his jungle, and then that's a cross map opportunity as well. Or we can even do this. This is another play you can do. There's a bunch of plays you can do. Another play you can do is recall. So we recall and we return to base. Let us walk down bot lane and go for a gank. Let's go for a lane gank. And that's another cross map opportunity. You can see how we have actually so many options to do other things if we just open up our scope of this whole macro, all of this macro that we have, and just don't force things that don't look good. All right, so the question was, so let's say our path at the moment is our top side is weak and our bot side is strong. But as we're doing all of this weak side, strong side of pathing from top to bot, our bot lane is absolutely inting. How do we switch up our path? How are we able to do this? How are we able to switch up our path? How do we start doing a path where our strong side is now our weak side, and then this is now our strong side? How do we start doing this? This is what you're supposed to do. At least this is what I think works, and it works for me whenever this happens to me. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna clear our weak side. We're going to path to our strong side, and then as soon as we're done clearing all our strong side camps, as soon as we're done doing this, what we're going to do is we're going to back. We're going to go towards our top lane and try to set up a gank. We're going to go for a lane gank here. And after this lane gank, we can do the same thing that we were doing before, is clearing our weak side and then moving to our strong side. It kind of seems like that we're still doing a weak side to strong side path, but you can see how we're actually supporting our top side here. We're not supporting our bot side anymore. We're supporting our top side, because as soon as we clear our strong side, we're backing and immediately going to top side. Even though we're still clearing from this side to the other, we're still supporting our top side this way. Now, if we want to completely change our path, we can do this gank up in the top side, and then we can just we can recall and then go to our bot side. That is also another option we could do. We can recall, go to our strong side, and then we have to waste some time here. We might have to waste some time here. So we might have to maybe walk down mid lane, go for a gank mid, maybe walk into the enemy jungle and waste some time here. We need to waste some time for our strong side to come back up. I do have a question. I'm a top laner, but my jungler barely plays for me. They mainly play for bot, which sucks because I do win my lane, but can't carry because I don't have a good advantage. What do I do? I'm guessing you're asking, how can I use my advantage to get other people ahead? How do I, as a top laner, as an ahead top laner, how do I be able to support the rest of the map? So there are multiple ways you can do this. One way is to constantly push in waves and walk towards the mid lane for ganks. That is one way you can do that. You can constantly push in waves because you are ahead and you will always be able to fight the top laner, and go into the mid lane and support mid lane, so you can get the mid laner ahead. That is one way you can do. Another thing you can do is constantly push in waves and then start doing some proxies. So if you proxy a wave here and then you walk around and proxy another wave, we can back and then go into the bot side to maybe make a play in the bot side, or maybe make a play in the mid lane, or make a play for an objective. And you can see how this top laner has to clear 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 waves to do even anything. And you can see how you're supporting the other lanes while being a top laner. You know, you feel stuck in the top lane. But this is a way where we can support our laners more. Let's say that we're doing a proxy strat and the jungler shows up. So the jungler shows up and we start fighting a 2v1 here. If we still get this wave, not only will you still get all the minions, not only are you taking the jungler away from the rest of the map, you are now allowing the other rest of the map to be open for the enemy, for your team. So if the jungler is going top side, your jungler could be pathing bot, taking a free drag. Your mid laner could be helping him, and your bot lane is able to help as well. You can see how all of this stuff starts opening up when you start adding more pressure in different ways. So like by constantly pushing in a wave and then going mid lane to support mid lane, or starting a proxy strat and start doing these like recall plays where you go bot side or you go top side or mid, you know, like we have all these options.